Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another podcast. Just got done with filming a little bit more for the next vlog. Turned off the fan so you guys can hear me. But the workspace is coming along very well. We will have an updated tour of the workspace coming on the next video on the main channel. Should be good. Other than that, I'll kind of show you guys what I did here. But if you guys want more in depth, you know, we can go over to the main channel. But we got some LED work lights that have different brightnesses and rechargeable, but you don't have to have them plugged in for them to work. I don't know how long the battery lasts. It probably tells you on Amazon, but they have an auto mode, so it'll motion detect when you are around within 10 feet, I believe. And most of the time I'll probably just have them in the on or off position. And then these are magnetic, but the wood is not magnetic, obviously. So what we did was, let me turn this thing back on. We nailed two of the magnetic boards to the wood, and then this just clips on. You guys can't see it, but on the vlog I will go over it more in depth for sure. But what I did want to show you guys, and I have two of those, they're 10-inch light bars, LEDs, and that way if I don't want these overhead lights on, the two floodlights as well as that light over there, then I can just have this, you know, it's nice because they don't produce heat, and if I'm watching TV, or it's not going to like be right in my eyeballs. And then as far as like a space heater, I do have right there, and then if I choose to use that when if it gets cold, which it rarely gets super cold here, but I can plug it in and put it on the ground. But what I wanted to show you guys was this. So this is a electric pump for water, basically. So if you have a sink, or if you want to do just a super minimalistic design, then you know this charges via micro USB, not USB-C. These charge with USB-C, the lights. But anyway, you one tap, and I already had it plugged in. I unplugged it to make sure it's fully charged before using it for the first time. Just, you know, tested it out. But I have the 3-gallon water jug right here to my left, and this will come in handy for during van life. You know, if you want to either use it for, well, right now I just have water in there from the hose. I'm not going to be drinking it, but you know, just for like washing your hands if you're out here or whatever, you need to wet some paper towels and wipe surfaces down and stuff like that. I guess a spray bottle works as well, but this also is good for drinking water. So you can fill up these 3 to 5 gallon jugs at Walmart and or wherever, and have drinking water wherever you are. Really, I mean, if you don't want to buy water bottles, then it's convenient for sure. Other than that, I'm trying to think what else I want to talk about on this podcast. I just wanted to get on here, and now that we have a you know, our own filming location, it's pretty nice, and yeah, enjoying it. This is the workspace. I do want to get like a regular, like a bench to sit on, like a shop chair or whatever, because this table right here is 38 inches high, and right now I have the it's like an ottoman that I bought to store stuff in, but it's on top of the chair, so I have enough height right here. But still, maybe that's something I'll look into. Other than that, guys, we've kind of built this out pretty well so far. I guess what we need is possibly, I was thinking about Reflectix, but we don't really need it because we have, you know, the windows are covered. They're not really insulated, but you know, I'm going to be out here during the winter months, you know, if I'm working on something. During the summer, not as much. Mike kind of called it an Arizona room, my great uncle's friend, but no, he said this is the cleanest he's ever seen it. Like, it looks great, probably since it was new. Like, again, this house was built in the 50s. Other than that, guys, I was watching, well, I just started it, but the 1974 original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I believe that's the original movie, and I literally didn't know that that's based on a true story, so that's kind of cool. I'll have to check it out. I know there's newer Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, but I might do a review of it or whatever. We also last night, well, a couple nights ago, we watched Jeepers Creepers 2, and then last night we watched Raw Deal, which was okay. It was, Arnold was in it, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I would give it like 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't his best movie. I put it in the top 10 for sure, but it's kind of bookended by Commando, which came out in 85, then Raw Deal 86, and then Predator in 87. So, which, you know, Commando and Predator I would definitely put above Raw Deal. Not that it was a bad movie. He's done worse movies. Junior, I haven't seen that one, but where he gets pregnant. I'll have to watch that one possibly if I'm going to be watching, you know, all of his movies. But Twins was pretty good with Danny DeVito and Arnold. Other than that, T3 actually wasn't bad. Obviously T2 is the best one, right? But and then the original is good. But T3 wasn't as terrible as people say, especially after seeing. Okay, so when Terminator Genesis came out, I enjoyed it, right? Okay, but obviously it was panned by critics for the most part. And looking back, I can see why. Like, I can look back with a bird's eye view, a 10,000 foot view, and I get that. But and then Dark Fate, they said was woke, and I can see that as well. That was better than Genesis, no question. Was it better than T3 though? Those are about equal for me. Genesis is the worst. I mean, it's decent for an action movie, but for a Terminator movie. And then Salvation, Arnold wasn't in that because he was governor of California at the time in 2008. And they used CGI as, like, you know, to bring the T-800 or T-850 or whatever into that for like a small cameo. But and they should have explored more of that world, like the actual war and all that. But yeah, and I believe they're working on T7, but the box office has been kind of low recently. But this video got way off topic. But since we're on the topic of movies and everything, but yeah. Other than that, if you guys want me to do movie reviews, I can, because I enjoy watching movies, and we got the TV out here. We also have the TV in the room as well. But again, I don't watch a ton of TV or movies, but once in a while, once I get all my work done, then yeah, like once I'm done editing for you guys and working out and, you know, having the self-discipline to make it happen, right? So other than that, don't want this podcast to go on too long. I will showcase more of the studio and everything when the next vlog goes live, which will be vlog number 9. Number 8 is already up. I already edited that. And then I guess, I'm assuming if you're here on the podcast channel, you've already seen the previous podcast, which was a pretty good one, number 16. So this is number 17. Other than that, I'm going to head inside and probably relax. Might do some more work out here. I don't know. But it's pretty happy with the work we put into it so far. And like just to have, again, a place to come out here and not only, you know, film, whether that's a podcast or part of a vlog, if I'm showcasing, you know, a review or working on the van build, you know, smaller parts that I need to bring in here to work on or whatever it happens to be. But just to have my own space, you know. So other than that, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here. If you want to help support the channel, I have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. And that being said, keep on trucking.